Hi everyone, welcome back to Abby the Star Wars Story. Today is part 3 of the 3-part series about Fives. I'm not going to be talking about any specific episodes today, I'm just going to be talking about the character and what I noticed in the episodes I gotta watch again, which is part of my favorite thing whenever y'all suggest stuff, is getting to be able to rewatch the episodes. So I'm just going to be talking about what I noticed in those episodes. I'm not going to be talking about any episodes in particular though. First thing I noticed, and I've said this a lot, is that he's very caring. If you're related to him, he's going to stand up for you. He's going to be there for you, and he's going to mourn your loss. He doesn't ever like to just back down, and he's not very big on following orders, which is definitely Fives, you know. Whenever he was on Camino and he was told to stay in that room, he wasn't going to because he wanted to find out what was happening. He wanted to be able to warn the other clones what was happening, what was going on, and whenever he did try to warn them, things didn't end so great, and that was a terrible ending, and I don't ever like to go back through and watch those episodes. They always make me sad because I didn't like that ending for Fives. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Fox, but whenever he did that, I know he was following orders, but it still was like, why, Fox, why? I know you had to do it, but why? And then just seeing how caring he was whenever Rex was getting yelled at by General Krell, and he immediately took the blame, and he immediately stood up for Rex, and General Krell held the lightsaber to his throat and almost had Fives for it, but Fives wasn't going to back down until General Krell told him to, and Fives realized that if he keeps standing up, he's going to lose something and he won't be able to fight another day for his brothers. So he backs down, but he doesn't back down whenever they're told to go march the city. He's like, I'm not gonna stand there while they go on another mission where I'm gonna lose people. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna agree to that. And Rex is like trying to talk him into it, and he's like, I'm not going to agree to that. Like, that's Fives. He may be told to do something, but is he going to do it willingly? Probably not. Is he going to probably put up a fight? Yeah. Is he going to end up doing is he going to end up doing it his own way? Yep. That's part of why I love Fives so much, is that he's so, I'll do it my way, and that will be the way that we do it. That'll be the way that things work. And it was just super cool just seeing that, especially whenever he was still a rookie, seeing him be so confused, like, what to do at first, and then, like, immediately falling into place. It was just super cool, like, seeing him, okay, yeah, this is kind of like Camino, except these are actual droids that we're fighting and not things that can be shut down any moment with the press of a button. So, I mean, once he realized that, it was pretty straightforward for him. And then just seeing the character development in general is always super cool. I know I say this a lot about a lot of characters, especially in the Clone Wars, that character development is always my favorite, and especially whenever I get to go back through and rewatch a lot of things that I didn't notice the first time watching it compared to the second time watching it compared to the third time watching it. You're like, oh, I didn't realize that the first time, or I didn't realize that the second time. So just like the character development with Fives is super cool. Just seeing him as he lost more people as he lost more brothers, he started standing up for his brothers a lot more. Like, whenever he lost Hardcase, he started standing up for a lot of others a lot more. Like, whenever Tut was sent to Camino, he stood up for him up until his last breath. He knew that there was something that was causing this, and he wasn't going to stop until he figured out what it was. And we know that he does, but nobody's listening to him up until the very end. And then whenever Rex is talking about Rex is talking about it in the Bad Batch, you can actually see the kind of hurt on his face, realizing that Fives had said something, and if he had just listened to it, everybody would have been fine. Everybody would have, if they had just listened, he probably would not have lost so many men that day on the cruiser, which is still, on the Jedi cruiser, it's still, I know this has nothing to do with Fives, but it's still sad just seeing how many men he lost. And whenever him, Jesse, and Hardcase all go up to that Republic Star, not Republic, sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm super tired. I just got home from a really long drive. So, whenever they're up there, and it's just so cool seeing their, like, enjoyment and seeing all the character development of those characters working together, and then them losing somebody was like, I'm still kind of mad. Okay, I know that Hardcase was gone, but I don't I know that Star Wars does this to us on purpose. They'll give us a really cool character, or they'll like, oh, you love this character? Not anymore, because they're gone. I'm like, oh man, why did you do that? But I mean, I also understand it. It's something they kind of have to do to kind of get people on the edge of their seats. It's just always kind of sad. And then whenever Rex is up there almost trying to take the thing, because he knows that he most likely won't get court-martialed as much as he'll get a pretty good slap on the wrist, as much as Fives will get court-martialed, because Fives is not a higher ranking than him, because Commander, oh crap, sorry, because Fives is an ARC trooper, so we already know that Fives is going to get court-martialed. He knows that. And it was just pretty cool, though, seeing how he was still, even though he knew he was going to get court-martialed, he still stood up for Rex. Whenever Rex tried to take the blame, he's like, no, that's not what happened. I knew what I was doing. I knew that this would happen. And Rex isn't going to just take the fall for me. I'm not going to let that happen. I mean, he's not that person. And he's definitely not one of following orders either. Whenever Rex even told him, hey, you need to stay down here, he was like, no, I'm not, like, he loves his brothers, but he's also going to not follow orders if it means keeping them safe. Even if it's from his own brothers, he's still not going to follow orders because he wants to keep them safe. He doesn't want to lose anybody else. Does he still lose men along the way? Yes. Is it still sad to see? Yes. But it is what it is, and that is pretty much all I noticed about ARC Trooper 5s. I hope everyone has an amazing day. I will see you guys next time. Please like, share, and subscribe, and as always, God bless. Bye.